in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week. The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
Start this drive in the air. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And look at this. Big gain, but fumble. He's brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Well, this may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Intercepted. Tim Davis picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They'll look to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Dashing through the snow. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know when I used to cover, hey, we got a he just snuck out there and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. What a nice pickup.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown. Chiefs have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll look to throw now. First down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of put me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Check it back. Check it back.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now we'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, How are you, 17?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football. Lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. yards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out of this spot.
Yeah, they went out and settled for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Barkley. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. You choose the ball. Quit talking about it and bring it. 19 Lion.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. This is Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run forward. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Double time, double time.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs hang on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're going for it's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And it's fielded at the 34. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And they're able to work this all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mark 96, Mark 96.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A throw that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. He will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Where's 52? Block 52.
Here's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never known an offensive...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Start this drive in the air. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. On the run, it's Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
This is caught at the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball on the 8, second and 2. Here's the option. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And finds Hayward complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They got to be complete to Dillon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll get this in the hands of Dillon, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
50, 50. Silver. Dancing
to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense Let's hit him with a big play.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. Looks right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, the clock's going to go, but his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Tackle.
And they try the jet sweep here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. On first down, Peoples. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker now to add the point after. Tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's not going to get me. Hey, Mike 52.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Liking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check 52's the line. Check 52.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This a long one in the elements here in the snow. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown will win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Okay, ready? 52's the mic. I got you, son.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On first down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Keep it up, keep it up. No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They go screen with Dillon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run the clock. Barkley, he'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Undercut.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there. First down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all time.
Don't be mad. You know what coming. This is more where that came from.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Come on. You better bring. Slam. Tighten up.
Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah. Nadine. Hawk 70. Hey, come on now. Check 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 45, Mike, 45.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
52, right 52. I hope you brought your left, 'cause I'm about to take you.
They're going to look to throw. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a fight for one tackle. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Carter, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing count.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chiefs, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.